Well, good morning and welcome back to Vel, Ohio, and welcome to a particularly humid and somewhat cloudy, somewhat drizzly day here. We are not in Ohio. I am in Louisville, Kentucky, but I'm actually standing currently on hallowed, sacred cyclocross ground now because I am at the Eva Bandman Park and cyclocross venue. It's a pretty interesting thing that here they began construction of the course in 2009 after purchasing the land from the city, and prior to that it had been used for the Derby City Cup. This course combines scenic views of downtown Louisville and the Ohio River, but still employs treacherous features such as sand mounds, numerous run-ups, flyovers, and wooded areas that I am standing in currently. The Metro Park spent $125,000 to construct this cyclocross venue, and I think it paid off because in 2013 it was host to the UCI World Cyclocross Championships and has been host to numerous national championships. And if you needed any more proof, we've got legit Shimano course tape. This is just part of a longer ride for me today. I plan to do about 55 miles on the road with maybe 2,000 feet of climbing. That's going to take place in Indiana. We're going to cross the pedestrian bridge, which is a converted railroad track, over the Ohio River to put me into Indiana, and then I'm going to hit the pavement. I was able to mess around a little bit on the course today because I do have 32mm GP5000s, so while I don't exactly have the tread for this type of terrain, it would put me under the UCI 33mm limit. So anyway, let me find my way out of here without breaking my neck, and we're going to cross that bridge into Indiana. Pretty soft stuff right there. Oh, is that a run up? That looks like no fun. Yeah, no thank you. Hit that going the other way. No traction, no traction. On slicks. I wonder who's got the Strava KOM for this. So as mentioned, this is the Big 4 bridge connecting Waterfront Park of Louisville to Jeffersonville, Indiana, over the Ohio River, a converted railway bridge, and apparently 90 feet from the deck. So let's not fall off. So just like that, my Kentucky trip is over. I guess it's an Indiana adventure now. I got to go find the starting point. Like I said, should be about 55 miles, 1,800 feet of climbing. But before I cross the bridge and go back to Kentucky, I might have to stop at good old Parlor Pizza and Pints. So let's see if I earn it. So far, it's a pretty fast-moving ride. Got kind of a crosstail. It's a little bit dicey back there as far as coming out of Jeffersonville, and then I think crossing over a highway junction. So nothing but gas stations and 18-wheelers and all that. Not a lot of shoulders, so just tried to get through it. But now I believe we're in Clarksville, Indiana. I think it's going to get a little bit more scenic and suburban. Didn't get it. I needed to wind it up a little sooner. Who's next? Barbershop. By appointment only. Maybe they didn't think that one through. Got some pretty tasty pavement right here. So not that gravel bikes were made for road riding, but that's the perfect opportunity to showcase a gravel bike riding roads of unknown quality whilst on vacation. Tubeless 32 is measuring 34, and I can eat up the chatter really well, not to mention the redshift stem. So what could have been a flat turned into a bit of fun. All this way just to go to Columbus. Starting to get into some of the climbs now. Hills, you know, not mountains. 44 on the front, 11 through 46 on the back. Should be well enough. So about 30 miles in, about halfway done with my climbing for the day. I just needed to pull over for a moment. So I found the Bird Proof Event Center of Indiana. But at least I have some shade. I'm pretty thrilled about the hot weather because I'm lucky to be riding at all. When we left Ohio yesterday, I barely even took the bike. It was just supposed to be straight thunderstorms for 2 days, so I'll take anything right now. I'll be a little bit light on water by the time I get home, but that's okay. Bell, Ohio road hack. 2 Pop-Tarts from a box at Aldi. Well, the whole container has 6 packages, so 12 Pop-Tarts. It costs $1.97. It works out to half a penny per gram of carb. So one package has 65 grams of carbs. It's exactly the shape of a jersey pocket. You do one of these per hour. I mean, I know we're getting crazy with the carbs now, but 65 grams of carbs per hour of zone 2, zone 3 riding. That works pretty well. 3 of these, 3 jersey pockets, you're good for 50 miles. And all for like $1. They're just a little tough to work with on the fly, so sometimes I do have to actually pull over to eat. But the roads have really opened up at this point into nicer country roads where I haven't had to deal with much traffic. And not a lot of climbing per se, but it is undulating, which just keeps it variable, keeps it engaging, so that's been fun. And I think we're about to do the only official climb on the day. I forget what it's called, but I'll point it out when I get there. Pretty steep. I was enjoying that tailwind on the way out, but unfortunately that means I got about 20 miles of headwind coming up. I suppose it's all the same if you're just doing the same power. You just don't get that mental giddy up and go. Just about 10 miles to go. The wind is picking up because I think the rain's coming in, as evidenced by the plants falling over here. I stopped at a local Kroger for the trifecta. That means while walking to the bathroom, point number one, I get to walk by all the frozen food because I can't find the bathrooms. That cools me off, cooled off, point number two, and then I get the Coke, but not just the Coke, cherry Coke. Had 5 more grams of carbs for a total of 70 versus 65. So I'm going to down half of this, throw it in the bottle, and then bang out these last 10. I think that's as far as I dare go. So just like that, I'm back straddling the line between Indiana and Kentucky. When all is said and done, just over 60 miles, just over 2,000 feet of climbing. Fun day, except for, some of the dicey industrial roads with a block headwind, because I just don't want to be stuck out there like a sitting duck. So time to get some food, get a couple beers, have some fun. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning and welcome back to Louisville, Ohio, and welcome to a particularly humid and somewhat cloudy, somewhat drizzly day here. We are not in Ohio. I am in Louisville, Kentucky, but I'm actually standing currently on hallowed sacred cyclocross ground now because I am at the Eva Bandman CX venue. It's a pretty interesting thing that here they began construction of the course